Hi everyone, welcome to KeoTalks. My name is Kelly, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to write a resume. I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, oh, this is just a resume video. Yes, it is a resume video. However, this resume video is targeted towards high school students and college students. Resume writing is a bit difficult when you don't have any experience in the workforce. Those of you who are watching probably don't have much work experience. And it's completely understandable. When you're in high school, you're like 14 to 18 and you're not even an adult. 14 to 17-year-olds are minors. It's really hard to employ minors because the employer has to be liable for you. This is completely understandable because everyone has different work experience, and especially since you just got out of high school or you're still in high school, it is really hard to find something to put on that resume. The jobs that we look for nowadays, they just ask for so much. They're asking for like a college degree, or they're asking for like skills that you don't have. So it's really important that you guys have a solid resume so you guys have something to offer. It's no surprise that some of you guys may have never written a resume before. Well, even if you don't have a job to look for, I suggest you start on a resume. At least it's there when you need it. In this KeoTalks, we're going to be going over what to not do for resumes. Before we begin, please subscribe to KeoTalks for more college videos. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single video. Number 1, do not write your resume out. This is a pretty obvious one considering that most resumes are typed and most templates are typed. But for those of you who absolutely have no clue how to write a resume, don't handwrite it. There are millions of templates online to use, and you can just copy and paste one that you see. Not everyone can read certain people's handwriting, so it's really important that you type. I used to use a template on Word document to write my resume. But my good friend told me that using Canva will actually help you write your resume because you can space out whatever you need and fill up those white spaces. I love Canva. I literally use it every single day, and it's so aesthetically pleasing. The whole point of a resume is to capture the reader. So whoever's reading your resume, you want to capture their attention. If you have a nice put together resume, I'm sure the employer would be pleased to read it. You want to utilize the white space as well because it just looks like you're using too much room. That's why I recommend Canva, because you can use the text squares and you can maneuver it wherever you want. Number 2, do not put irrelevant experiences. If you held a job for a day, I don't think that should go on your resume. Most significant jobs might take at least 6 months to a year. Personally, I recommend that if you have a job that's been 6 months to a year, you should include it in your resume. I know this portion might be just a little bit short or non-existent, but do not lie on your resume. Also, keep in mind this is work experience, as in you get paid for it. But many of us probably do not have a job or probably only had one job. So instead of work experience, put extracurricular activities. If you're in high school and you're in a couple of clubs, you should include it here. You can include the club's purpose, you can include your responsibilities, you can include just a brief description of what is the club about. This is basically like your work experience. Make sure to add the length of time that you participated in that club. If you're volunteering outside of campus, you can include nonprofit organizations that you helped with as well. I know some of you guys might be holding board positions, and it's a great idea to include those positions here. Again, make sure things are relevant. You don't want to have a laundry list of activities that you do. You want to just concentrate on the few. If it does not really relate to the things that you want to do or to the job that you want to apply to, you should just make your best judgment and pick a couple of long-term volunteer opportunities or club activities that you've done. Number 3, do not point out obvious skills. Yes, everyone is hardworking. Everyone is trying to get to this job, okay? So there are so many skills that you can talk about that are different from everybody else. You want to make your resume stand out, and you want to make yourself stand out. Your resume reflects who you are. So you really need to have good skills on your resume. You should put hard skills and soft skills. Just in case you don't know the difference, hard skills are skills that are measurable and teachable. This includes Microsoft Word, Excel, the Adobe products, or coding or languages. On the other hand, soft skills are what makes you a great employee. This includes leadership skills, time management skills, or team working abilities. Again, make sure this is not a laundry list of skills. You want to update those skill sets so that you are able to apply for the job that want those kinds of skills. For example, if you want to apply for a marketing internship, you want to include hard skills that deal with creativity. You also want to have soft skills that deal with problem solving and time management, because that's very important when you work in a marketing internship. Remember, just to list a couple, you don't want to have too long of a list of skills because that's not what makes your resume great. Number 4, do not include random accomplishments and hobbies. You want to let the resume reflect you. You want to be a concise and clear person who gets to the point. That's the point of the resume. It's just a summary of your skill sets and what you can do to offer this company. If your resume is all over the place, it also shows that you're kind of all over the place too. You want to try to include work-related accomplishments and hobbies. For an average college or high school student, you probably don't have too many notable accomplishments. As a high school or college student, you're probably wondering, what kind of accomplishments do I have that's work-related? Most of the times, it might not be work-related, but if it's significant, just put it here. If you don't want to include any accomplishments or you don't have any accomplishments to bring to the table, you can just talk about hobbies. Not all hobbies will be work-related, but they will showcase some skills that you may not have showcased yet in your resume. Going back to that marketing example, if you have a drawing hobby, let's say you're really good at digital art. You may not have stated that you have a hard skill, which is drawing. This hobby of yours will tell the reader that you are an artistic and creative person who can also make aesthetic designs. Remember, no laundry list of accomplishments and or hobbies. You want to keep it short and sweet. After all, you only have so much space to fill. Number 5. Do not sound negative. Make sure you are choosing your words wisely. It is so important that you find words that will make you seem like a better character. You want to use powerful and positive words. Frame your experiences so that you seem like the best candidate for that job. You want to be professional and you want to be the one that stands out as well. If you're going to describe your extracurricular activities, you want to think about what words you're going to choose to describe it. You don't want it to sound bland. You want it to sound like what you're doing is important. I went online and I saw an example of how to reword your words differently, and I'm going to leave the link below in the description box so that you guys can check it out as well. Definitely consult a thesaurus, look up a dictionary, find some good word choices. You want to look for examples online to see how they write their resume. Number 6, do not have more than one page. That one page should be easy to read and easy to locate the qualifications needed for that certain type of job. From the employer's perspective, they read thousands of resumes every single time they go through the hiring process. Why would they want to read someone's resume that's 2 pages or 3 pages or 4 pages? They need to look at the resume, see the keywords that they're looking for, and if they're interested, they'll read the rest of the resume. Most of the time, the employers will not spend too much time reading the resumes. So that's why I keep telling you guys to keep it short and sweet. Again, make sure your resume is easy to read, so just choose one font and no more than one color, 2 colors on your resume, and just make sure that you have just like 3 bullet points for the point that you're trying to make. Number 7, do not put all the schools that you've attended. If you're in high school, do not put your elementary school as a school you previously attended. I know you guys probably just want to fill that white space and make the resume look like a resume, but it doesn't have to look so full. You're in high school and in the first couple of years of college anyways. Not having too many work experience is normal. But seriously, no one needs to know what preschool, kindergarten, elementary school, middle school that you went to. Just write your high school and the years that you're going to be attending high school and the related coursework. If you're in college, you can write about your high school as your last school attended, or if you've attended previous colleges too. In both cases, you can include your GPA if you want to disclose it, and any relevant coursework for the job. Since you don't have work experience, having the coursework there can show the employer that you've done something related to the job. For example, if you wanted to apply for research opportunities, make sure to have chemistry or organic chemistry or biology on your related coursework section. Those classes have lab portions. They can see that, oh, this person has accomplished these classes, so they must have some experience regarding this type of work. As long as you write the related coursework, it is going to be okay. Number 8, do not include a photo. This is very important because the resume is supposed to reflect you as an individual and what you can bring to the company or the organization. If you include a photo, It is not that professional because they're going to be judging you based on how you look. They're looking for qualifications, not appearance. Your name, email, address, and phone number should be easily seen on the resume. I put mine on the top and I made sure that the font for my name is a lot bigger than the rest of the resume. You want to disclose this information because you want them to be able to contact you back. Most cases, they'll probably call you through your phone number or an email. Make sure the email that you include is very professional. You don't want to include iheartthis@gmail.com. That's just not professional. You want to have your name included in the email so that it's easily identifiable as your email. I mentioned that I made my name a little bit bigger than the rest of the font for the resume, but don't go overboard if you do that. You just need your name just to be a little bit bigger than the rest of the font so that's easily seen and people can see that, oh, this is your resume. Number 9, do not forget about your resume. Your resume is so important and you want to keep making it updated for everything that you've been doing. Let's say you stopped being active in a club and you started a new club all on your own. If you want to discard that part on your resume, you certainly can. You want to update the information from time to time so that it's up to date and you can easily use it when you need it. If you're unsatisfied with the way it looks, you can also change it up too. There are billions of templates, so you can just pick one that you really like. There's a couple of pointers about resumes. When you apply to any job, you always want to bring your resume with you, even if they didn't ask for a resume. You want to have at least 2 resumes prepared just in case. Your resume shows your accomplishments and how far you've become, so be proud of whatever's on that paper. I know it's a bit tough to get some work experience as a high school student or a college student, but persevere, you can get that job. Learning to make a resume is a life essential skill. You're going to be needing it throughout your life if you're going to be applying for jobs. So even if you don't get that job now or you're not preparing to apply for a job now, just keep practicing your resume skills and keep updating it. Eventually, you're going to need it one day and it's going to be there for you. You wouldn't be so worried about having a resume because you know this skill now. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about resume building. Please like this video and subscribe to KeoTalks for more college videos. I'll be uploading every Tuesdays and Fridays. Thank you so much for tuning in and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!